about this game, the thing that stuck with me for years, is it's the first game I ever felt like you're actually playing as the character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you actually feel like you're wearing the suit and you're like in behind the helmet. Like you can see the reflection of your face on the visor and
yeah,
and like I don't know. It's almost like you can feel the weight of, especially with the Wii controls. You like
it was
feel
almost
the weight
like
of the gun.
it was almost like you had boobs, man.
Well, that's obvious. So this is the typical crash, land, and lose all your powers scene. Did that do that in the third one? I remember them doing it in the second one, but
I don't remember what they did in the third one.
I don't know, because you start off like fighting against bounty hunters, don't you, and stuff like that. So I think you just have all your stuff.
I think
That doesn't make sense. You must lose everything.
Well, usually
It takes you a while to get the grapple beam and stuff.
at the beginning you have your usual stuff, and later on.
I can't really hear the music, but I can imagine what it sounds like.
You can't hear it? You can turn it up if you want there.
Is this the TV?
That one, yeah. Not too much there.
Yeah. Is that too much?
That's good. That should be fun. Can you hear it?
I can now.
You can
Oh
hear it?
boy.
You
I
can hear it now? Okay.
Check this out.
You can change around the controls there too.
It's sure to be fine. Oof.
Samus is a girl. She has boobies.
That's her defining characteristic. Scan the
Exactly.
essential pillow. What's the scan? There it is. Whoa! Samus is getting a little used to sobriety.
Okay, I have chat up for both of them now.
Excellent. Did you want to take over? Or?
What? No, no. You can play.
I'm gonna make people hate this game.
Why?
Press and hold Z to scan the target. Yeah, I feel like I was doing that. Maybe I'm. What's Z?
What are you
This
doing
one, right?
that you're gonna make people hate it?
Be slow. I'm a terrible speed gamer. No, I'm just kidding. Press and hold Z to scan a target. Oh, this target. The force field itself. What? Operation. I just jumped.
Did you not scan everything?
Do you have to scan every single one? I feel like I did. Which is not operational.
Oh, yeah, you gotta turn on. Go turn around. Turn around. Right there.
This
That
thing?
thing.
Ooh! I shot it and I thought I said that I succeeded. But that makes sense.
Now you can shoot them.
I can't even beat the tutorial level. This is neat. I like the motion controls.
Well, like that was a major problem for me
In the first one.
in the first and the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Was like trying to get like shoot things that are higher than your field of vision,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have to press like you press and hold the R button or whatever,
Right.
and then it would allow you to go up. And then especially the last boss of Metroid Prime 2, I felt like you had to do that constantly,
Yeah.
and that was always a big.
I feel
headache.
like it was a big headache, but I feel like in 2 it wasn't as pronounced. But I don't know. Maybe I don't remember enough.
Well, I think it was just that boss. It was just that last boss. If it wasn't for that last boss, it would be
Completely.
easy peasy.
Well, I'm glad they. I don't know. I'm interested to play it through like this. Environment unstable. Ooh.
We don't have to worry. We got our suit.
Dun dun dun! Is that foreshadowing?
Suit of power.
That's super foreshadowing.
Power armor.
I'm not going for 100% scan, just so everybody knows. I'm going for speed.
I tell you though, the story that you get from like the Chozo lore and stuff like that, it's like the best story.
Epic, yeah.
Like just I will always remember, like I haven't played this probably, like I might have played it one more time since it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't replayed them very much, unfortunately. I do really want to, but it's just a testament because I remember specifically like the story stuff about how like the Chozo, because of the Phazon,
Mm-hmm.
they could like see through time and like they saw her,
Right.
and it's like they were constantly referencing her, like we see our child and stuff like that or whatever, like however they put it.
Such intense lore.
Yeah, and like
This game's made for that kind of stuff, though. Like being told through like scanning the environment and
yeah,
like actually taking the time to like look through.
but it was just like I don't know. It was a really cool story. A little bit tragic
A little tragic.
because it's like whole race dying out.
Chozo must have deserved it. Space pirates are just better. Like I didn't even get to stand up. I'm as bad as this thing, whatever it is.
Chozo were the good guys.
Just murder
Crazy.
with no remorse. Well, he's a space pirate, right? That's good.
Yeah, but the Chozo were the good guys. You crazy?
Totally. Nah, they deserve it.
They committed mass genocide.
They adopted Samus. That was their first mistake.
See what it's telling you?
Press and hold A to charge. Yeah, I'm gonna try it first. Press and hold A to charge. Oh, like actually, in Spaceball mode. Morph ball.
Murph Bull.
Morph bird. Now I get to use my morph ball. Is that a map I see? Whoop. Oh, come on. And this feels really innate, too, for it being on nunchucks. Maybe it's because I played 3.
Innate? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, it seems pretty natural, like, the buttons are where I would think they'd be.
Well, definitely, like, yeah. Like, I like the controls. I never got a chance to get Metroid Prime Trilogy, though, until, like, just recently. Like, we went, like, it must have been a few months ago now. We went to the States there.
Right.
And they just happened to have a copy of it at GameStop, like a brand new copy.
They gotta be rare. I know one other person that has it, but I've never seen it myself.
They are definitely rare. And I think it came out now for digital download on Wii U. But yeah, I definitely had to pick it up when I saw it there.
Oh yeah.
I kind of wish I had the digital download now because the load times are a lot better.
Yeah. I suppose when it's installed. Can you install games to the Wii U? Like
this is on Wii, so you wouldn't be able to. I think you gotta scan or touch it, I guess.
I tend to do that a lot. I just like forge ahead and like end up going backwards. I'm like, oh right, this looks like reverse familiar.
But yeah, like I just I got that for the first time there. I had to pick it up. So
have you played through it on this version yet? It looked like you'd started, but
I played through. Yeah, I tried to play a little bit there, but I just don't have much time anymore.
no, I understand. And here I am stealing it.
No worries.
It's just as fun to launch.
It's just.
I'll convince you. Low life signs.
Like I played the original, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. And I definitely will at some point go through Metroid Prime.
I've been wanting to replay all the games, like all the way back to the one for NES, but I played most of them actually fairly recently. We played a little bit as the Super Nintendo one. I played Fusion pretty recently.
Oh yeah.
Fusion is probably one of the better side-scroller ones, I'd say. I was doing a run through of it, so I was racing somebody else through, actually doing an attempt at a speed run.
When was that?
I'd say like a couple months ago. Me and my friend Kyle were like, he's an old hat with it too, and I was like, you know what? I probably remember that game enough to just blast through in a couple hours, and He's like, well, I just installed it. Here's the ROM. Let's play. And I was like, all right, it's a race. And we were like 2.5 hours in or something, and pretty close to the end, I think. He said he probably had another half hour or so. And we were pretty close. I think he was gonna win though. He remembered the end a lot better than I did.
We should try and do something like a race thing.
In this?
Well, maybe not this, because like I don't have 2 copies.
Mm.
I only have the 1 copy there. But in something.
Yeah, man, I'd be down for some sort of. Metroid's a good one, just because. Something you wouldn't have to kind of practice ahead of time, though. You're not going to go for a world record on a after playing it the first time.
That's weird. It's not even.
Picking this up?
Well, no, it's like it's not full screen.
Oh yeah. Change just the window itself. Like right-click on properties. Just check if it's full screen in there. Like right under
property. I think it must be the game, because this is the same settings. Yeah, I think it's the game. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. You just play the game.
I want to watch you as well as watch me.
I want to watch you watch me watch you.
Oh, am I going to destroy myself?
I will destroy myself.
None of these little bugs are going to offer me any resistance, I don't think.
Do not resist me, bug. Center. There. Looks better.
Love the information for this is probably just going to say, step 1 to go up. I'm just like murdering these like already pretty much dead space pirates. I guess they're called space pirates, so you don't like them.
Huh?
Like if they were called like, I don't know, eternal lovers or something. Like would you kill them? Like pirates are kind of like a bad thing, I guess.
So is this like your attempt at Wood a Rose by any number in the name?
Yes. This is my magnum opus. Oop.
I think it's interesting, just from a story standpoint, how they even set it up from the beginning. Like, they obviously just didn't really think about all the ins and outs, because it's like, definitely they fixed it later on, but it's like there's so many different Chozo things that are like so specific to the Chozo. Like you have to get into the ball form.
Yeah. Like where did
to do things?
Yeah. Like
so like what do they do otherwise?
And you're on like a just like a mining ship or something of the space pirates, right?
Yeah.
Like why would they have any of that stuff? Unless the Chozo were like the giant trolls that we know they are, and they just like designed all the technology to fuck with other races. They're like, oh yeah, you have these like spider tracks. It's like, oh, we'll just make like our suits be able to like climb along them, so we can drop bombs on your head, like while we're like.
Well, it's like that comedy thing there where it's what is it, the Chopsticks, and it's like the Chinese guy or Japanese guy, and he's like laughing about how like he went to America and convinced them that that's how they eat, is with chopsticks.
I like that.
And then they're like just eating with regular fork and everything. So that was pretty funny.
I like that idea. It's like the culture difference we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
I can't really judge Japan because I've never been there.
Yeah, like look at this. Have you ever seen a space pirate get into that position?
Like how do they open this door? I have no idea. I get a feeling like they can like they pull like this little ball out of their pocket and it gets really big and they just drop it in the hole and it's like a key. But then, like I say, the Chojos. Well,
the Chojos.
Chojos. So these Chohos, they.
Jojo's Bizarre Adventure.
Sounds like a restaurant like Applebee's or something. Chojos.
You're getting smacked.
I love it.
Yeah, you love getting smacked.
I'm like a masochist. Ooh.
Masochist.
I wish there's a way to like when you're hovering over stuff like that. I guess it's kind of a game. Like I say, it makes you feel like you're in the game. Pretty cool if there's a quicker way to like switch to your scanner, like when you're targeting something like this already.
Yeah.
Mine are great.
It'd be interesting if they did like. You're not gonna go through that door.
Am I going backwards?
No.
I thought that I did go through this door.
No. This is going forward, but there's a door to the side that you just opened. That you didn't.
Oh,
go
cool.
into.
See, like a map. Oh, nice.
Um,
I'm glad you told me about this. Since I was getting killed.
I think if they did something similar, like later on down the road, voice commands would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be
So you
cool.
could just say scanner or X-ray or something like that.
Or like, yeah, switch to beam like plasma or whatever.
Yeah.
Or even just like to call up the elements of your HUD.
Yeah.
Be like energy check.
Like, I've never really played around with other games that did anything with voice commands, but that seems like just one where it'd be so simple but intuitive.
Yeah, and it would add a lot to that feeling they already have, like that feeling of being in a suit. And I don't know, have you played many games with voice commands?
No, the only one that I know of is Mass Effect, and I don't think that...
Yeah, I never used it in Mass Effect.
You had to have the Kinect, I think, for it.
Oh,
like
yeah,
it was
no,
only on the Xbox.
That's
I played it
interesting.
on PC.
Oh, you can command your squad mates.
Yeah.
That's a cool idea. I like it for an instance like that. The only thing I can think of is
but with those
Phoenix
ones,
Wright and stuff like on my DS.
But with those ones, like say Mass Effect, it feels like if the voice controls are not perfect, then things would get fucked up and you'd die. With this one, it's like it's kind of hard to fuck up one word. It's like scanner, X-ray, plasma beam, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it'd be so easy to pick that up. I think. Maybe I'm like thinking too highly of
voice commands.
right
I don't
now.
know. Like, well, it depends. Say for example, it may be a hard thing to do. I know on my like phone, for example, it has a hard time picking up my voice when I say certain things. Especially, whoa, I didn't do it. When I say certain things, it just can't understand it because of my, I'll call it slang or whatever, but it's just the way I talk is not the same as like the average person would say these words or whatever.
Your Canadian slang.
Yeah, Canadian accent or whatever. But apparently, like, people can tell we're from New Brunswick, say, or whatever, just because of our accent, so I don't even know what it would be. I've had a British person tell me
Really?
they can pick out... It's interesting hearing, like, a British person tell you what a Canadian accent is and stuff like that. It's not like saying A and things like that. It's more in, like, the inflection and the tone in people's voice. Like, saying Canadians will always, like, raise their voice at the end of a line. And I was like, really? And then I was like, man, I'm doing it right now. Like, I was like, I can't stop doing it.
I don't think that I do it that much.
Yeah, I guess we didn't right there. Well, I don't know. It'd be interesting. I'd like to hear him say it again because he was like blowing me away. I'm like, man, I just don't pick up those cues at all. And then I'd try not to do it, and he's like, yeah, but then I can still tell because of this or whatever. And I was like, oh man,
Scanner.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out again. That's the one non-intuitive thing that
Yeah.
Although once I have my other vision modes, I assume it gets more intense. What other vision modes do you get?
X-ray.
X-ray.
I keep saying X-ray. Like
Yeah, no, but there's this, and then there's X-ray, and then what's this?
sonar or something. There. I mean,
Sonar.
I can't remember.
This place is supposed to be blown up, and I should be rushing or something.
Yeah, there's a timer at the bottom.
Oh, there you go.
Boom.
I have time to scan everything though. Look at the door, everybody.
I'm gonna miss some lore.
Lore is important. I missed it so bad. It's cool being able to lock on and have and still be able to like aim though.
Yeah.
That's such an improvement over the way it was. Although for the time, and they did a really good job. I feel with like the sort of Zelda style like lock on strafing aiming sort of thing.
Yeah.
It must have been really easy to aim. It's pretty much just a exercise of pressing Z at the right time.
Yeah, I feel that like this one adds a little bit more depth to that as well.
Target, crazy man.
You gotta get out of here.
Oh, I like killing stuff.
I like killing things.
It's part of my list of things to do before I die. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here.
No, right there. I told you about the idea that I had for a story, right? I'm not gonna tell it here, obviously, but
Like the spaceship one?
Metroid story. I'm sure that I told you.
I'm sure you did too. I just can't remember the specifics. But you don't want to tell it now.
Yeah.
Damn it! Someone will steal.
Yeah, I'd rather keep that close to the hip.
Just write it down on a piece of paper, push it toward me. Promise I won't read it out loud. These guys are gross. I'm just gonna get out of here. Oh my god, I have like 5 minutes. Let's go here. Sam's just like, where am I going?
Well, it's just like, I don't know.
She has no fear.
Yeah, like, it's just like, for the first time that they ever did any exploration of Samus's character outside of like a manga that was produced like a long time ago, Metroid Other M just really like screwed the pooch. Like, they took, I don't know, it feels like one of those things where it was just fan fiction.
Yeah.
Where the person just does not know the character.
Or like care to know them.
Yeah.
Oh,
or like they wanted to input like a Mary Sue. Like,
yeah.
Adam feels like a Mary Sue. He's like, I'm the only man who can tell Samus what to do.
Right.
Type thing.
Do you think that's an allegory for like you always controlling Samus at its core or something? Like, I don't know. I feel like it's just super laser writing though. Clearly. But.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's just what it feels like. It's like Adam is the total Mary Sue character and is like controlling. And...
No, I agree with that. It's astute. I think their big misstep was just letting Ninja Theory do it. Because like they don't write good characters like at all, and female characters even worse.
Well, like maybe if Ninja Theory, like if they did the gameplay.
Oh, 100%.
Because the gameplay was perfect, I thought.
Did I just kill myself?
No.
I like how you run like into the Morphball mode.
Yeah.
No. It's like stuttering. Calf.
It's like you said you have 5 minutes, but like you're running out.
Non-stop. I'll make it. I think this is the exit. Nope. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go.
Grapple.
New.
Grapple beam.
Oh, they're gonna teach me something while I have a timer going. Come on. That's not a grapple beam. Grapple point.
It's Metal Ridley.
She starts having PTSD, flipping out.
Oh man.
Let's go that way. Let's go there. See, that's how she should act. Like, curses.
Yeah, like fucking he got away again type thing. Type attitude.
That's a good guess.
You gotta hit it again.
Yeah, I did, but it missed. Maybe I timed it wrong. Just open up, man. I don't have time to scan this. Ah! I don't have time to stop for energy. Ow!
You really don't, actually. You gotta scan that panel on the outside. Right there. Could you imagine you'd die on this first level?
See, there's no terror to me because I feel like I've never possibly died here, but there you go. Like, I'm gonna, wow. She looks like anorexic. Morphball malfunction. We can't crunch you into a small singularity like when you're in this suit.
But like it also like it adds to that immersion. It's like there's not a cutscene that tells you that stuff happened.
Yeah, it's
really.
Like your suit just like updating you. It's like,
yeah.
Oh shit.
It's like you're in it. Turn around. There you go.
I need to get out of this mode. Room is depressing?
Oh. This room is depressing.
Why would you say that? It is kind of dry, but... You know, I think this hallway just goes on forever until I actually escape. There you go. Until it gets to 0, just to be epic. I'm just trying to set up some suspense. Can't fight Ridley now.
But yeah, what I was saying before we started playing, Like, I just like to consider Metroid Other M as a prequel instead of a sequel, because that way it actually works.
I had to play it again with that mindset. It does seem like early in her career, but like not enough. Like at the beginning, she should be like, "What is this suit I'm wearing?" Pretty much by the way she acts.
Yeah. Like, I think that would be actually that would be a really good way to introduce that. It's like she just gets the suit, doesn't really know how to use it.
Yeah, like his higher level functions could be locked to her until.
Well, not so much that, but what you were saying, where it's like she's not able to do it very well, and so it's a danger to others. So Adam locks it on her because they're on a mission together.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing. And that's something that, I mean, that there you go. Story crafting right there. It makes the universe more believable.
But yeah, like if it was, like if she was part of the Federation but still had that suit, but just got it and like just found it or whatever again or something, and was still learning, and maybe there was an accident or something like prior to, and so he locks it down.
Yeah, like, or she just couldn't control it and like depressurized the whole room by like shooting the door off or something like that, as she's prone to do. But
it would then it would make sense for him to want her not to do those things.
And the reason, and that would be her respecting him enough to do it. Oh, come on. Like, oh yes, this is sort of a danger. Like, I'm not going to put everyone at risk, as opposed to just I'm not going to do it because this guy's a guy, because he's a man. Like, frig.
I mean, she could even still have like a little bit of arrogance about it, but like just still accepting the order because he's a superior officer. And then by the end of it, like what I was thinking, by the end of it, she then decides like I can't be in the Federation anymore. There would still be obviously the things like I wouldn't have Adam die at the end because then it would be like she's leaving because of Adam dying, and that's also like poor character development for a female. So
there's just so much you could do without even introducing Federation soldiers at all, like humans, other humans. Like the sense of, I've always gotten the sense that Samus is like this solitary bounty hunter, like exactly what she is. You know, like you can tell more about that than you can by having her interact with humans. You know, just this, like you know so much about her just by this. But then maybe that's the problem. Like, we'd really fill in the gaps with our own story for Samus, I guess, because one's never really, you know, like her story is told, but like her character development's not really told, or you just fill that in with how you would feel, you know, because you feel like you are Samus. Maybe that's where they went wrong, like taking you outside of it, telling you how you should feel as opposed to making you feel. Mystery.
I don't think you can get it without.
Oh, I know my charge thing. Yeah. So you're trying to charge and I forget. I feel like I'm not supposed to go this way yet. I like these little details. Ow! And me constantly trying to charge, even though you can't. Barnacles. Want to hear an interesting thing I read? What? I don't know. Do you ever watch the show SpongeBob SquarePants?
I don't think I've actually watched it, but like obviously I know.
You know of it. Well, they don't swear on it. Obviously, it's for kids and or kid-minded adults. But their swear word that they use, or like their substitute, is barnacles.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was like reading about some of the other characters in the show, and I forgot there's a character called Barnacle Boy. I was like, seriously? Like, so his name's just like a swear boy? Like, fuck boy? I don't know.
I think you're going back now.
Yeah, I couldn't get through there.
Well, there's another door, wasn't there? Like another way to go.
Maybe.
Like
to the right. To the right.
There.
Yeah. I don't know. This all seems like future stuff.
Well, there was that.
My sense of exploration.
When you went up, like there's definitely a door that you could move.
Missile door. Yeah. I know there's a speed ramp thing. Speed ramp, so I can destroy these.
Well, there's like just a different versions. Type one, yeah.
Oh, here you go. Where is this gonna take me? Chozo Ruins. Time to get wrecked. I mean, ruined. Hashtag get ruined.
Time to get riggedy wrecked.
That's the Let's Play video title. Just gonna start a series of hashtags. Man, I love the architecture here.
Well, yeah, that's another thing too. Like it's varied.
And like you're on the same planet, but you don't feel out of place jumping between like I don't know the Pandaren rifts or whatever there, like the snow place, and then there's like the magma core.
Gotta have a snow level.
Yeah, that's something. There's so many tropes in this game though. Like you really can't fault it.
What do you mean?
Like tropes of like you know, there's a snow level, fire level.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty much Nintendo 101, but.
Well, I mean, like any game really, like, almost has to have something like that.
But why?
Because it's variety.
Right.
Like otherwise, you're gonna get just Gears of War, where it's like
all brown and gray.
black and brown, gray on gray on gray. Chozo Ruins.
Gears of War is good, but not as good as this. Yeah, it's funny. I'm like trying to think. I'm like, you know, Gears of War tries to like be varied, but it like really wasn't. Like you go to like a snow place, and then but it's just brown and gray, and then you go to like underground. There's all this magma, but it's just brown and gray. You see
or like
lava below you.
or the weird like it's like
glowing ground.
Glossy.
Is it like lambent?
What?
Like the goop that's in the center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Or not Earth, whatever the planet's called. Sarah.
Yeah, I played the first one. I never played any other ones, but I remember specifically that like you were underneath and there's like this crazy glossy like I couldn't even barely look at it. I didn't like it at all. I did not like that stuff.
Too yellow. Looks like pee.
Yeah.
Battery acid pee.
Yeah. Like Monster Energy pee.
Exactly. Somebody who ate too many vitamins.
Watch out for the lasers.
Laser eyes.
Wouldn't you want to have laser eyes? I think laser eyes would be awesome.
Is that like the superpower you go with?
You gotta
all of them?
No way. Like
I don't know. What would laser eyes help you with, other than like heating up your coffee and like I don't know,
killing people?
shredding paper? Yeah, but how often do you kill someone in your day-to-day life? You know, you don't.
Well,
have
I
to
mean, you
question.
don't have laser eyes, so
I guess that's a good point.
if you had,
see, I would have gone with self-defense instead of like killing people.
If you had laser eyes, wouldn't you kill a lot more people?
Probably by accident.
Oh,
We gotta regulate those laser eyes.
Just reminds me of
Map room. I feel there's a map room around here somewhere.
reminds me of the Superman. There's like All Stars or something like that, animated one.
Okay.
And there's all these different superheroes, but they went bad. Like 5 different superheroes, and they went bad.
Cool.
And they all like faced off against Superman. And, like this was like the non-invulnerable Superman. So
Right.
like he fights like 4 of them, and then goes back to Earth to go after the last one, who's like a telekinetic guy.
Okay.
And so like he shows up and he looks all kind of crazed and everything. Like his eye is like all bloodshot, like because it burst blood vessel, and like looks all beat up and everything. And then like he goes through like this crazed speech about like pulling back his power or something like that. Or...
Oh, is in Justice League Unlimited when he's fighting Doomsday or whatever?
This one's different though.
Okay.
Not that one.
It's
Like
probably
I can't remember what
comic or something.
I can't remember what speech he said or whatever, but he ended up using his laser eyes to give the telekinetic guy a lobotomy.
Oh, okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. He's just like, yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Did you see the new DC intellectual property they're kind of working with, like Gods and Monsters? It's called.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I like the little shorts too.
Yeah.
I can't remember the movie so much, but I remember the shorts a lot. I just like the whole idea of like a bit more realistic heroes, I guess. Just because it's so hard for me to believe that people are so, even heroes are like so, I don't know, what's the word, like altruistic or
I don't think that's a
like
bad
good.
guy.
What?
I think he's just like a malevolent creature, yeah.
He lives in this world, so he's dangerous to me. I don't know, it's making me highlight it. I
He
think
sounded like a guy. Well, it's more like...
I was kind of hoping we should do voiceovers for games like this and just put like human voices for all the enemies, just to, like make people just real with like the terror of what they're showing. Not you, of course, since like you use laser eyes to kill people. But can you just imagine though? Every time you like shoot a bad guy, he's just like ah, instead of screaming like some wild dog. I was playing a game recently, and there was a spot just like this. It really reminded me of this game. Damn, what was this? Yeah, you just tell me these guys aren't evil.
Say again?
You told me these guys are evil. I was playing a game recently, and there's a spot just like this, like where you're on a raised, like you walk into the room and you stand on this dais and it fills with water.
Oh man, I hate these enemies so much.
Should be able to target him and then like spin around after him, you'd think. No? Or when they start spinning, I probably can't target them.
They're smart, they're gonna go behind you.
But I'm looking this way. Oh, come on. I hear him.
You lost it. There you go.
Easy.
Get it.
Try it. I'll just try to hit the one that we bought. Could've used the targeting. What is that? These guys aren't even hurting me. I don't know what I'm worried about. Oh, I can see them on my map. I have a map. Or radar, I should say. Better word for it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, someone like shot a bunch of fading from me. Just run my wrist, shooting as fast as I can. You're afraid to stop. Some hands on me.
I just can't stop killing.
Lasers. What would be your favorite superpower?
Oh yeah, I forgot we were kind of talking about it.
Well, I just threw it out there.
Well, like obviously I would be the Molecule Man guy.
Oh yeah, like just power over matter.
Well, yeah, he's like he's the MacGuffin of the whole thing. Like, he just comes along when you need to.
Are being stronger than Molecule Man though? Like
what?
There are like gods of the Marvel universe stronger than or what? I keep wanting to call him Miracle Man, Mad Man, whatever you just call him, Molecule Man.
Well, I just feel like when it comes to actual powers that almost make sense in a way, it feels like Molecule Man makes the most sense because it's like you're actually affecting atoms,
yeah.
so
it's like alchemy.
Yeah, it's kind of possible almost.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is like the most plausible power. You can do anything like without touching or affecting it physically, and just like alter its structure and that sort of thing. Like, why not?
Yeah.
That happens all the time.
Well, I mean, like, don't scientists kind of do that as well?
Oh, totally. Like, they're not like physically touching.
Oh, you gotta get the thing. Get the there.
I did. I like fighting these like stupid bugs a lot, so I'm just gonna do that a couple more times. A couple more rounds of these bugs.
Man, just look at that radar. Oh.
I can't. It's making me dizzy. That is the ultimate power. Kind of blows what I was thinking out of the water. Well, mine's sort of a bad power too. I was gonna say omniscience or something. Like if you knew everything, like why would you? That's not really
That's
power.
the thing though, like as well. Like if we're talking about it, we have to also talk about like, do you also have the superpower that your body can handle whatever power that you get.
Yeah, and that's why I say like omniscience doesn't sound ridiculous because, you know.
But our minds would not be able to handle it. Like,
No, but I mean we don't know that.
I mean, come on.
Well, I mean like, there's a thought experiment. Well, not thought experiment, but
Get him on the left.
oh, that's nice. Oh, like the idea that we will probably reach like well, I wouldn't say immortality, but like extremely long lifespans. You know, like.
Get it. Rob, what are you doing?
And like the idea is that can our brains survive like say 500 years of like gaining knowledge and that sort of thing without leading to insanity or like other mental illnesses that we hadn't cured or something like that. So the idea if like we can replicate our genetics perfectly instead of them degrading, you know, then we shouldn't start having like genetic problems. And
was there any like highlights from that research, or are you just kind of like, was it just a thought experiment?
No, they're getting pretty close to that. They're like I said, I haven't looked into it in a while, but I love the idea of that, you know, unlocking the genes. So like you know, like the reason we age and the reason we get old is that, and the reason that we like succumb to disorders and stuff like that is because our genes don't replicate perfectly. They start to you know build up errors, and then you start to look different and get older and then die. So if they can stop that, like they've making big strides toward like stopping your genes from actually like going bad. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining it very well, but like just not building up errors and like not mutating and stuff like that.
I just feel that if it gets to that point where we live forever, it would become a thing like you have missiles now.
Yeah, they just said how to use it, but I don't.
I think it's the D-pad down.
Oh, nice.
What was I saying?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it become like I want to play the game there, but Endless Odyssey or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
No, not that. But yeah, Endless Odyssey. Have you played it or?
No.
Well, like, it's about this immortal guy,
right?
And he's lived so long that like he forgot like a bunch of his past, and like was actually watching Funhouse podcast,
right?
And they were talking about it and how there are moments. Can you not go into your ball?
Who's this button?
Oh, I guess you must have lost it.
Oh, right, I can't do that yet.
But yeah, so he lost a lot of his memories, and so there are moments in the game where you basically go to sleep or whatever, and you get glimpses of your memories.
Okay, cool.
And so it's like all this like sad stuff and everything like that. It's kind of like just how it kind of increases the depth of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So just interesting.
That's cool. Is he like remembering stuff when you do too, or is it sort of just to give you a backstory on like him?
I think it's just backstory, but it's mainly like he can't remember. He only remembers in his sleep,
right?
Kind of thing.
That's cool.
Some of those random things. So I feel that that's how it would be for us too. It's like if we keep like living that long, eventually you'll just start to forget things from before a certain time period because like your long-term memory just can't hold that much information. And the way that our memory works as well is quite different from what we probably think of how it works.
Yeah.
Like I read something about how... What?
It's not like a computer or anything. Like it's...
No. Like I read that our memory works more so about locational type things. Like we can remember how to find information more so than... What about the door down there? There's a door down at the bottom. Go down.
That came in that way, didn't it?
No, go down. To the left. Right there.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't so much remember every specific detail, but we remember how to find the information out. And that's why I feel like Google has really changed the way that our memories work.
Totally.
Because it's like, it's kind of easing our memories by saying, oh, I don't really have to remember this.
I just need to know how to find it.
Just need to know how to find it, yeah. So
and how it's relevant or whatever.
Go to Google.
Oh, totally. Like, that's definitely how we've
become, that's where you came from. That's where you came from?
Okay. Let's open the map here. How do I do that? Save game. So I went there, but I couldn't get...
Yeah, you can't get any farther.
Than there. So I'm going...
And I just think...
update everybody.
I just think that that's kind of how it'll happen later on down the road. Like, you're not going to see the moments where... you're not going to see the moments where, like, you could have thousands of years of memory. Like, it'll just kind of... Maybe we'd have to get to the point where, you know, we have to keep our memories in a different function.
Right.
Like, it just came to mind there, but I remember a movie... It was with Robin Williams, and it was more like a dramatic role.
Right.
And it was like a sci-fi thing where people... It was all about memories, too. And... It was in the future, and people got these implants where basically it would keep a recording of your memories.
Cool.
And so at the end of your life, there were people who like basically spliced together a recounting of your life.
That's crazy.
For your funeral.
Right.
And that's what... Robin Williams' character was. He was one of the people who put together these movies.
Cool.
And I
could see this movie.
It's actually pretty good. I liked it quite a bit.
Better than like Photolab or what it was called?
Red yeah, I think it was better than that. I liked the sci-fi aspect of it too, and just like it just kind of dealt with like memories and how it shapes us and everything like that. And I won't tell you any spoilers, obviously, because like it's a good movie. You should see it.
I'm gonna look it up.
But just like it feels like that will happen at some point. And especially if we live forever, like if we get to that point, we're going to need something like that so that we'll be able to bring up that memory. Like just even having almost like a computer database hooked up, and you could ask it like, hey, can you bring up this memory with this person, like this situation, and then like you get a movie fed into your brain again.
Right.
Of it.
Sort of like a perfect recall or whatever.
Yeah.
See, I love that idea, and actually I told you I was playing Remember Me, that it's a Capcom game. I don't know if you've heard it, but you play a character. Everybody has like a little thing on the back of their neck, and it's basically a thing that just stores their memory like in real time, and can play back memories at any time.
I wonder if that was inspired by that movie.
I don't know. It sounds exactly like what you were talking about, so I thought I'd mention it. But anyway, the theory here is that your main character is sort of, she has the ability to alter memories if she's in them or like viewing them.
Yeah.
So there's kind of that aspect too. But I love the idea, like, you know, it's an interesting science fiction concept because I don't really like I say, I don't feel like memories are like computer storage at all. But I like the idea of like converting our memories into storage for later and that sort of thing. I don't think the brain, I don't know, and I don't think anyone knows, because that's sort of what I brought it up for, is it's sort of they have no idea like if our brains can fill up and like store too much information or anything like that. I mean, the brain's so dynamic; it's constantly creating like its own pathways and things like that, dynamically to help you find information quicker and stuff like that.
Well, I don't think it can fill up. I think it gets to the point where it has to like
work too hard to
get rid of it. Like it will get rid of these memories, regardless.
Right. But when it comes to like omniscience, you seem to think it was just too much information for like a body to like handle, I guess.
Yeah, like.
But if you so like if you knew your entire life at once, like at the very end of your life, you just got an instant video blasted into your head. Do you think that's just too much information? Like your brain had to get rid of that?
Well, it's like it's more so not even just memories, I guess, but it's more so even just processing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like. You can only process so many things at once, and like that's why like it is a fascinating subject. I find like the way that our brain works and how it,
or how we think it works anyway.
well, how it functions just to get through our daily lives. Like we focus on particular points because if we had to focus on everything in our periphery, our brains just wouldn't be able to get all that information. Like I'm not explaining it as good as I could.
No, I understand what you mean. Like you can't take it. It's just like taking a high res image just to show somebody that they have to put their foot in front of themselves. You know, like it's way more information than we need.
Yeah, and so like even just in terms of like how we function day to day, our brain, because it doesn't have the omnipotence to be able to see and hear everything in perfect clarity, it has to filter out things or else it just gets overloaded with information.
But I guess I was trying to say, like, it doesn't mean that it can't handle it. It just means that our brain's handling so much stuff that we don't even think about, you know?
Like,
so to me, like,
you're more thinking probably evolutionary. Like, there's going to be an evolution where, like, our brains will get better. Is that what you're talking about?
Not necessarily. I feel like where our brains are right now, I don't, like, we both agree that, like, your brains can't, like, fill up with data or anything like that. Like, it's just a matter of it being stable, I guess, or being able to process that much information at once.
Like, yeah, I just think that if you were omnipotent, you knew everything that was going on at once, unless it was like what we're talking about, like memories, where you had to think about it in order to bring it up.
Right.
It just couldn't. You just couldn't process it.
Yeah,
there's no way that you could process all the information in the world at once. And if we're going by that assumption, I would not want omnipotence because it would be useless at that point. Because what if you wanted to know something that you really wouldn't know in the first place? Because if we're treating it like a memory, you should be able to know it already, right?
Right, or at least recall it.
Yeah. So how can you recall something that you never even really formulated?
Because you have no memory tied to it, yeah. Like you have no sense or whatever tied to it, or nothing to recall it with. Like
if you say maybe heard somebody's name for the first time, you could be like, wait a minute, this face, this name, yeah, I know everything about you, kind of thing. Because you have something to tie it in.
Right.
But I don't know, it's just without something... What?
But until that point.
Yeah. So, because like bank numbers, like whose bank number would you choose to pick out? Like if you have so many in there, you just couldn't process the amount of names that are in your brain.
Right. That's a good analogy. Yeah, and that way it does make like no sense for. Man, my favorite power sucks now.
I just find it funny because it's like you're not contrarian at all. Like you just kind of agree with what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you know, this is a really good argument.
I'm playing Metroid. No, like I don't know. I'm not really a good devil.
It is a good power, but you have to have additional powers with it, I think.
Oh, totally. Well, yeah, and I'm with you. Like, I don't like to argue for like a power without trying to like get your head around all those things that people who like just arbitrarily assign powers to like superheroes and stuff just don't think about. Like that whole like super strength that you just like punch through a wall and don't have super dense bones or whatever.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I guess my boost is up. Yeah, my booster.
So this is the movie. It's called Final Cut. The Final Cut.
Cool.
So that's
pretty old. I can't believe I haven't heard of it. Obviously, it has to be a little old, probably.
I can't remember what they're called. I want to look up the name, but like, that's what it's all about. The Final Cut. Like, it's like the final movie of your life, basically.
Cool. I like that.
I want to know what the name of the people were, like the profession.
I'm gonna take a guess. Splicers.
That'd be interesting.
Life splicers. That's what we're going with. Oh, I don't have a boost, right? There's a morph ball thing over
You were close.
What is it?
Cutters.
Cutters? That's what they're called, like cutters? Like nothing else? Man, that's kind of like a... Isn't that already a word for like people who cut themselves?
I don't know.
So I got the morph ball, so I can go back to where I was, I think.
Yep.
This isn't where I was, but I'm going to explore anyway.
But yeah, it was an interesting film, and like it just deals with memories and how it kind of translates and affects you and makes you who you are.
Right.
And how sometimes like your memories are not right.
Oh, how do they touch on that sort of thing? Or maybe you don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I don't really know. But it's like he sees people's lives and basically like... Well, yeah, I can give you an example that's not really spoilerish, actually, I guess. So, like, he's cutting this person's life, and he sees everything. So he sees everything, and nothing is held back.
Right.
And he...
So he knows, like, how crappy these people are, too, as well as...
So, like, one of the people that he cut a life for, like a movie for, was... a wife beater,
right?
And he cut together like the fun moments,
right?
Like the nice things that happened in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And
his widow's still there, I assume.
Yeah. And so he shows the movie, and then like the widow is there and like in tears because like all the happiest memories are right there.
Yeah. But
it's like if he played the other one, the other side of it, would she be crying for the same reason?
Right.
So it's kind of like memories are playing on that person as well, right? Like
right.
When you look back on your life, like hindsight, and it's actually that kind of relates to Watchmen. Remember Watchmen? Did you ever read that comic or watch the?
Yep, I own the comic. I love the movie.
Yeah, so the comic or the movie.
Whoa, get me out of here, right?
It's like when you look back on things, like you just remember the good things almost. And it's like, same thing there. She gets raped by...
like the former... Or comedian.
Yeah, the comedian.
I can't remember his name. Eddie something.
And then has the child, but she raises the child and everything, so like it's almost a happy memory for her at that point because of the child that came out of it.
Whom she like loved and cared for.
Yeah. And so she almost even looks back on that fondly, even though it was a horrible thing.
And even though the daughter doesn't understand why she would, even though she is the daughter of the whole thing.
Yeah. So it's just memories. It's just interesting. That sort of thing. And I'm sure that, like, it happens to us as well. Like, we probably had memories from our childhood that are completely wrong, that, like, we thought were one way, but are completely different.
Right.
Like, I even had one... I'm almost dominating the conversation. I do apologize.
That's okay. I'm so engrossed in this. I'll listen.
Like, I remember an example, and I think I might have mentioned it in the stream here with you. I know I mentioned it before, definitely with Jaden. But I had this memory where we went to Florida, to Disney World, and in my mind, what I remember was that I begged my parents to get us a Dreamcast.
Right.
And I thought that I was just like a horrible kid, like these days, because like I begged them to get it.
Yeah.
And we were at fucking Disney World. And it's like I had almost like this little bit of a guilt this whole time because of like that situation that I put my parents through. But then I recently asked my dad about it, and like I was telling him about it and everything, about how I was like gonna talk about it on the stream and stuff like that, or how I talked about it on the stream. And he was like, "No, we decided that we were gonna get it when we were there." So we had already decided this well beforehand that we were getting this, but like somehow my memory got kind of twisted. And
because your own reasons, like you feel guilty about it because you feel like you're forcing your parents to do something.
Yeah, and it almost shaped it as well. Like it shaped my feelings, like so many years later.
Yeah, well, which is an interesting thing to say, and I'm not saying this is the case, but it could be the case too that maybe your father remembers it that way too, because he remembers the memory positively as opposed to, oh man, that this son of mine like made me do this, but I did it because he's my son and I wanted to, you know what I mean? So I looked at it as a positive thing, and you know, I probably had it planned all along.
Yeah, so, maybe he didn't. Who knows whose memory is right?
Yeah. Because I mean, even after the fact, he's just telling you that, you know. It's not like you're like watching it like Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Memories.
Just interesting subject, though, man.
Yeah, this is a good one for Metroid. I mean, we're inside Samus's head right now. I think I'm lost again. I've been like chugging through though while we were doing that. Check me out.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, this wouldn't be a good topic for a podcast because it's nothing to do with video games, but we're at least talking about something interesting. Something interesting.
I don't think we can go there.
No, it just bounced off. I gotta use the box.
I want to come back. I will manage this entire stream myself.
We've done solo streams and they're okay.
So have you.
Yeah, but mine suck.
I'm just gonna walk into poison water.
Like, I don't know. I don't seem to be able to do the solo ones very well.
It's hard, man. I don't think mine are good.
Well, you're constantly talking.
Yeah, but I just do that. I talk when I play games. But yeah, you have brothers. Now I'm gonna shut up completely. Hate these little birds. Okay. Don't tell Jeremy, but I look at the map again. Oh, I'm going the right way. I think. Creepy. That's totally a thing. Shows our lore. New creature has been done. Stone Toad. Praise some creatures from itself. Obviously have to go in the morph ball, but oh. Just avoid that thing, I guess. Found the secret. I think I've missed like 800 secrets, Jim.
Well, we're not really going for 100%.
Oh yeah, I'm going for the lowest percent possible. That's what I decided.
Any percent.
Ooh, look at this confusing thing.
I think it's pretty straightforward.
Don't know what to do.
It's not confusing at all.
Ow. Okay, and it's confusing me now.
Shoot the top.
I just thought I had to morph the ball around it. I'm trying. Ah! Who knew this confusing fire trap would kill me? Okay, stop. You're gonna turn around right now.
I think you have to get to the front. Jump over top of the flames there.
It's targeting something.
Yeah, I think it's in the front.
Oh, I get you. Jump over?
I guess not.
Maybe it doesn't have one right now?
Oh, at the top. Nice. I think Wednesday is just not a good day to stream. Like, we haven't had nobody in the chat for a podcast or the other one.
Oh, wow.
I don't mind still doing it. I mean,
no, I mean, it's the reason we do it is just to do it.
Have fun.
Holy shit. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Saturdays are pretty good. Oh.
Well, it's like, I don't know. Like one of the things that I saw there, if you want to get anywhere with streaming, you kind of have to do it all the time, like I mean, every day.
Yeah, and find those days.
I don't
know. You pretty much do that.
I'm gonna get the fan on it. Well, I think I'm gonna try and do it more often. I just got so many projects that I gotta finish first.
Yeah, it's pretty daunting. Ooh.
Like, I think the biggest thing I need to do right now is like I need to do videos for video tutorials.
Right.
There.
Or your book tutorials?
Yeah. So, if I can just get like a whole bunch of them done and get ahead of it, then it won't be an issue.
What? How did the bees manage to even like work in this room? Ooh.
So yeah, you don't have much free time anymore, right?
Not right this next little bit, but hopefully it'll free up until I gotta find some steady money, and then I can do whatever.
Mm.
But I will definitely try to do more. Anytime I can get away from the totalitarian regime I live with.
Because yeah, I mean, I don't know, solo streams, it's just.
They're hard, man.
Oh, you opened that up.
Yeah, didn't think that. Where are we going?
And I mean, like, me, you, and like Jaden, we all have like good rapport. So
That's true. I liked our sim stream.
Yeah. I'll have to try a couple more.
Yeah, I gotta work on that little bingo card maker.
Yeah. What me and Jaden are going to be doing there, you might find it kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be doing like a race there with Super Mario Chaos Edition.
Whoa.
We're going to be trying that.
The super hard, ridiculous.
Well, oh, you never heard of it?
No.
So
I thought you meant like the Lost Levels ones or whatever they're called.
No, this guy took Super Mario 64
mm-hmm.
and basically just made it so that glitches happen.
Right?
The fuck is that?
He'll spit you out. I tested it out while you were gone. I'll show you though. Everyone on stream loved it.
Put the bomb in him.
Oh, I can blow him up. That's how. I just sat there and it's just like, oh, it spits you out. And I'm like, okay, I must have to get spit out into something. And I'm like, nope, it's just a bad guy. Good thing I showed you.
So, yeah, so he basically just made a thing for an emulator, and it just exploits glitches, or like it puts in glitches.
Okay.
So like random shit will start to happen, and it really is random. Like no two levels are the same. Isn't there more stuff in there?
Maybe in that room.
Yeah, at the back.
Oh, I can look out onto you, but maybe I can scoop out of you.
Scoop it.
Sloop.
Hey,
here's another one.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's really difficult.
So like if you were playing it side by side, there's no chance that the same things would be happening.
Right.
That's crazy. Oh jeez, why would I do this?
Oh, get out of there! Get out of your ball! You gotta jump out of there.
Where? I just know where to go.
Up there, right there. Go on the pads. Are you jump? You're gonna die.
I'm underwater, so I can't jump as high. This is why I'm trying to like lower this thing.
I don't think you can get it back again. You're dead.
You're right. Damn it!
I think you might have had to go the other way. Or...
Yeah. I honestly don't know if I'm supposed to do that until later, maybe?
Life support system.
Because you can get your underwater suit and stuff.
Well, I don't know. I just, like, I don't know. The makeup
it took some time to go.
The makeup of Metroid games are really intuitive.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been able to get there unless there was something that you could do, I feel.
True. Yeah, I would have been able to activate it. It's going to kill me, you know.
Like, I think what you need to do is when you're in there, activate it and then go through that hallway that was right in front of you.
Right. And run away from the water sort of thing.
Yeah.
Shit.
But check the hallway, I guess, afterwards.
This is
might as well go
different
that
area.
way, yeah.
Not using my scanner enough.
But yeah, so like glitches will start to happen, and sometimes it might even crash or whatever, or you might not even be able to do anything.
How do you plan on like speedrunning this or even competing?
Well, that's the thing. It's like we just kind of go at it as best as we can.
I'd like to see that.
It'll be interesting. Monday.
I'll either watch or yell at you.
We're going to be doing it on Monday.
I'll bust in the door.
You can participate on chat with us.
Excellent.
But yeah, we'll be probably doing it on Monday there.
Cool.
So hopefully it won't be too much to set up.
No. Are you going to do a couple different runs of it, or?
We might do it a couple times if we have fun. Just the race format and wherever we leave off.
Which could be at the very beginning of the game if it crashes every 5 minutes. Woo. I guess it's too early to ask you if you think you'll do it for very long. It may not even work.
Yeah, we'll have to see how we feel because like it's probably pretty frustrating.
This looks like I need to have all my beams, maybe?
Try scanning it.
No, I want to just guess. Thank you. 4 runic symbols.
What about to the right there? There's something there.
There's a symbol.
Try scanning it.
Oh, that's right. I bet if I scan that. Activated. Look at it go.
Yeah, so there must be other ones around here.
Oh, this room. Stupid thing. People look for runes.
Try scanning there. There's one right there. But yeah, that'll be fun. And I don't really know what else we'd be doing, like in terms of our speed running.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things.
You just
At least people think we're speedrunners. That's all that really matters.
I know that when we were starting out, a bunch of people came by, thinking we were speedrunners.
But they've like whitelisted us since, obviously, or blacklisted us.
I just think getting into that format will really make things interesting.
Oh, for sure.
Like having races and stuff like that. And I think there was one over there.
We'll have to have some actual competitive games that
put on
involve
your,
speed.
Put on your visor and then go to the left. Or right there, I guess, maybe. No. Go left. Left. Wasn't there something there?
Ooh, under these platforms.
I was not thinking there, but...
Well, if you find the other one, which seems like you have... Level 4. Alright, what were you saying?
I thought there was one up.
Up? Maybe up there?
No, maybe to the right.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not it. Nope. That's what I saw.
That's that,
There's probably one up again.
Ah!
Like
Yeah.
or near the back there.
Like where I couldn't see. Ouch.
Probably right around here somewhere.
I feel like I'm in a submarine when I do this.
Look to the right. No, on the right wall.
Oh. Look up in
Up periscope.
Now I do feel like a submarine. Alright, jump. Where was that platform I was looking at from down there? Wasn't that? Ah, look at these things. What kind of creature would that possibly be?
What? The big spike thingy?
Yeah, these like claws.
I think it's like almost Venus flytrap-ish. So it like comes out and then like just gets whatever it can and for sustenance.
And then just like absorbs it through its spine. At least it's not like a humanoid. It's like under that or something. No, we looked under there.
What about under the platforms?
That's it exactly.
Like looking up at the platforms? We'll put the scanner in there.
Yes. Something. Frig this.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there.
What about
I'm rid of these crates.
Loot crate.
That loot. That's a platform. Watch this like in a completely different room somewhere else, even though I know that's not the case.
Yeah, that'd be kind of dumb.
Convention being what it is.
I am looking it up.
No! I'm gonna spend hours looking for it. At least nobody's watching me fail.
Metroid Prime, runic symbols.
I wonder if they do this more than once in this game. I can't remember. I do remember this room now that I'm in here, but... Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Wow. Wow, how did I miss that? It's right there. It's too obvious. Is there another one, or I just have to scan that? I hope I just
No,
scan
that's it. You just gotta go over the door.
it. It just flipped over another runic symbol, though. Looks like a handle. hoping it's just.
I think you just have to scan the door.
I'm gonna assume it's being a dick.
Yeah, what do you think we should do?
I was thinking, like some competitive games would be kind of cool. But we don't really play anything like sort of Mario Kart, Mario Party style sort of things. Not really speedrunny though.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Was it you or was it Heather who said that we should play Mario Party?
Probably Heather. I may have mentioned it, but
I think that would.
I'm not a huge fan of those games, but they're really fun if you can get like a bunch of people together.
I think it would be a great thing to do with four of us.
Yeah, I get really into into the mini games.
Church burn.
And you must have one of them, at least.
I do not actually.
You don't? No. There's other really good party games like that. I think I was talking about Fortune Street. That's sort of like a sort of an intellectual game. Oh, geez.
Fortune Street?
Yeah. Ah, Chosen War.
Chosen War.
Fortune Street is like Monopoly for like Wall Street people. It's just ridiculous. You basically just go around the board like Monopoly, but there's like tons of different boards. Like it's not just a circle with, you know, the boards that cross over and you can choose where you go and stuff like that. But you're buying property and things like that, and then the big facet of it is, what did I unlock? I'm sorry, I was not paying attention. Did you have to
Charge beam.
Charge beams. So this is even necessary. Just fun. Anyway, what was it on there? I'm so happy I have this now.
Getting some emails.
Emails healthy.
I found that people were infringing on my copyright.
Really?
Yeah.
On your books and stuff? Or?
Yep.
It's insane. What were they
Interesting thing to deal with.
doing? Yeah, what were they doing? Like posting stuff somewhere from your book? Or?
Well, from their explanation, they were basically just drop shipping. So they made a product listing and they would order the book and then ship it to people whenever it's bought from their particular store page.
Right.
But the thing about it was that they made a whole new product listing and Amazon item number.
Okay.
So what happens with that is,
They get
well,
the sale on this?
according to them, they would still be buying it from my end of things.
Right.
So they would buy it and then they would ship it to whomever bought it from them.
Okay.
So I would still get the money. But my issue with it is that it creates a whole new product listing.
Mhm.
So if somebody goes on there, they see that the price is crazy. There's no description,
Mm-hmm.
and everything is just wrong about it. They're not going to buy it.
Right.
And it also harms my brand because they see the price and everything, and then
Yeah.
it messes it up. Plus, there's no reviews on there either.
Right.
And if somebody did put a review on there, it would show up on that product page, not on mine.
Right. Yeah, they're just like misrepresenting what
Yeah.
they're doing for sure.
So it completely harms the brand and everything like that. So I did a takedown notice, and they've been emailing me since then because I guess what happens is if I don't say to Amazon that it's been resolved,
Mm-hmm.
their seller page could be taken down.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
So you just have to notify and say like, hey, they took down my offending thing,
Yeah.
and they're free to do what they want to do. At that
Yeah.
point. What other kind of stuff do they sell on their page?
I
sorts of random stuff.
I'm not sure at this point. Like,
Let's like throw these guys under the bus.
well, like it was kind of crazy because I only found one,
Mhm.
but I guess a bunch of people must have been using that product listing or something
Okay.
because I've had like 4 emails from different sellers
Wow.
about it. So it's a good thing that I found it when I did.
Yeah, really.
Because like, if it was under my own product page, it'd be fine.
Mhm.
Because I have my own product page
Yeah.
and I have my own ISBN and stuff like that. But they didn't do that. So
Doesn't sound like they did that at all.
Nope.
What? I went this way, right? That's this stupid little crazy
Fine.
fat frog man.
I'm basically like putting in there like telling them my accepting of this does not at all mean that I'm giving you rights to sell this.
Right.
If you want to sell it, you have to do it on my product listing.
Right. Which is fair. Oh shit. It's interesting. I didn't even know people like would.
Well, like,
Why can't they bomb?
if what they are saying is accurate, then it's not even the worst of it. Because apparently, like, there's other ones where it happens where people literally just steal the whole book and put it up for sale
As
elsewhere
theirs.
as their own. Yeah.
Straight up stealing, man.
Yep.
These people. Well, I hope they don't succeed if they continue to do this. I'm gonna fight
This
this stupid
again?
thing. Oh, I died. Remember?
Didn't you die after this, or
Yeah.
did you not save?
Like save point was way before this. But I did the Chozo thing, and then alright, I got my charge beam this time.
Yeah, make it faster at least.
Once I die.
Yeah, way faster.
Yeah. Shoot some bees. Bees. It's like the button doesn't come up until I kill all the bees.
Oh yeah.
So-
I got. Speaking of Booksley, I got the pretty much final cover. It doesn't really look that great on this one here because
You said the colors are always a little different, right? Like when you find them.
yeah, on the TV, but looks not too bad.
No, I like it. It's the one that you were.
Did I already show you it?
I think we were kind of. You were showing me a couple ones and we were voting on. Like one I thought was awesomest.
Oh yeah.
Just blast this thing. Like, how are they still in there? I guess they're like super bees.
Yeah.
Super bees.
That just makes it like interesting as well. It's like it's been done in other games, I'm sure as well, but just like the architecture is kind of still there, but then like the fauna has overtaken it.
Yeah. I love that aspect.
Fauna is creatures, right?
Yes. You got it right. The flora as well.
Yeah. It just makes it
All the flora on the floor.
like it's a living thing.
Yeah, like you feel like this was something and then, you know, get grown over. Ball, I have my bomb again.
Morph ball.
Wish we could jump. But I can.
Is there nothing behind them?
I'm checking it.
No. Doesn't look like it.
No.
Yeah, so we were just okay, so now we just gotta go back to that guy.
Yeah, and then find out why I died in the water.
And
Or
if
find out
it's-
what we should actually do there.
if it's avoidable.
A buoyable. I should get water wings for Samus. If I just made that jump, that would have been so cool. Oh, come on. See, I don't feel like you're supposed to go back this way. This doesn't feel like a natural jump, you know?
Well, I think that's the whole point. Like you can't go back until you get the bomb.
Oh, because you can't. You need it to bounce up. That's right.
Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. You gotta use the bomb.
Is that what you're saying?
Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum.
See, I'm sure I can go in there. I just think I have to do something down there first, like raise these platforms or something. Or do the platforms raise when I raise the water? Maybe.
We'll go through there. Get out of your thing.
Look around.
See, look, there's you just gotta get in here.
In here?
Yeah, you gotta get on these platforms.
I did. And remember,
Well,
I was trying to jump back before and I couldn't.
Well,
and
no,
and
but
they
that's the
didn't look
thing.
like
Like when it starts to raise, you gotta
get out of there.
beat the feet. The other thing I was thinking was over here.
But I'm surprised there's not like a little.
Yeah,
what
like
do
if you turn around
Yeah.
that way, if you go that way,
There's platforms I can raise.
it goes out. See?
Oh, it's in a timer, man. So it wasn't me blowing it open before. It just literally raised itself back up.
Oh well, fuck. So you can't do that thing anymore then.
Hmm?
You can't get the. You can't trigger the thing. Oh, I get it.
But there's no point to it.
No, I get it. I get it. There's a point. You hit the first one
Yep.
to lower it, and it's on that timer, and then you got to get the second one
Before it ends.
before it ends, and then you get out of there.
Okay. Let's try that.
So, yeah, do that.
Let's do it.
See, the water is right there. See,
Yeah.
and then it goes down.
Not going through the
See,
whole.
I didn't see that.
Missed this
I didn't-
cutscene.
I missed it. It didn't click to me.
Go through here. Like you can hear the timer in the background going.
Yeah. Are you gonna
my
get in there? or what?
Gosh.
Yeah. So go and get that one now.
Then get out of dodge. Okay.
Yeah. See what it's got to do something. Yeah, it raises those up. So that's for something else.
Yeah. Now I just get the fuck out of here before the water gets.
Well, no, but you got to go on those platforms.
Yeah, but I can do that from up here.
No, you can't.
yeah,
The
yeah.
water's gonna raise up again, isn't it?
Yeah. But this leads me right back to where I started, which is right here. So the water will start to raise now, but it won't affect me.
But does it stop? Okay, so it stops right before then.
I don't know, but I got through. I can still hear the timer going. Can you? So it's like the doo-doo.
Yeah. It gave you a lot of time.
What the frick was this? Oh, because I gotta do this too.
Yeah, this was.
Maybe it gives me more time when I hit the second one. Like it's gotta. Yeah. So if I hadn't finished that one in time, I probably would have failed.
Oh yeah, because those have to go up too. Maybe it's like the water. If it's there, it weighs it down too much or something.
Yeah, or it's
Rusty.
rusts
Too rusty.
everything instantly. Oh no, rusted again.
So yeah, you can get up to that door now. Not there.
What?
That's where you came from.
I gotta jump over this way.
No, you didn't.
Well, I guess I didn't. I don't like jumping. Come on. I'm a realist. I want to get a save point though.
I'm not Mario.
I'm not Jump Man.
There's probably one coming up soon, I imagine. Or you could go back to one.
But the last one I got was ways back. It was before the charge beam and everything.
There's probably one soon, I imagine.
Yeah. This looks gross.
Grody.
Grody. Okay,
Is there
I
anything
can't
around
tell
here?
what I'm looking at.
Oh, I guess this was
Was just the energy
this.
tank of this.
Oh no, yeah, there's something else.
Let's do for it.
Right there, isn't that?
This
Like,
hole?
you came from the bottom.
Where?
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, I just like fell out of it.
I thought there was something right there.
I could blast through tunnels. So. Full speed.
Full speed ahead. Can you get out of there? Like, can you move forward?
No.
No. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else here.
No, there's bricks up there. Maybe I fall down there later.
Well, I think you need the spider thing.
Spider track. Right, totally. To do that. So this is a superfluous mission to make benefit me.
To make benefit the glorious Kazakhstan.
There's some movie I haven't seen in 100 years. Actually, I haven't heard of Sacha Baron Cohen in 100 years. Who knows what he's doing? I guess I'll just leave this whole area now.
Yeah. Look at your map. See if
What's the
there's
point of
any-
getting up here then, though? Just to get that energy tank?
I guess.
Oh, and go to... No way. Probably right, though. Can you see me on the map?
You gotta go through the door. Right there.
So. I don't care. Get it. A game that actually saves your So this game would be a little bit more treacherous if you didn't restore your health at save points, I think.
Isn't there like one of the Metroids that does that?
Yeah, the one that we played before.
Super Metroid?
Yeah. Because I remember I was sitting there, I was like just harvesting health because I kept loading my save and
Right.
dying. Map.
There's a save point right there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Just go forward.
Ah!
Jump.
Jumpman. Feels like I've gone through so much, but I really were just in this room still.
You haven't even... You fought a couple bosses.
Sub-bossy dudes.
Not a real boss. Big boss.
Big boss. What time is it?
9-ish.
9-ish. I don't know. It seems like a good place to stop, but
Yeah.
I don't want to stream all night. Well, everyone, I'm going to just get killed here. No, I'm just kidding. Shut up, shut up. Get out of here.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Until the next time, Samus says, can you give the middle finger somehow? There's one of them that's like the middle finger. I guess it's that one.
Okay. Bye-bye.